That's the second time I've had that kind of thought. Well, as soon as it does the countdown where it's like beep, 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 and it starts recording, my first thought was, I'm not prepared for this. And it echoed a thought that I had as I was walking out. Okay. As I was walking out of school after dropping my second son off, thinking about motherhood, and I had the thought, I am not qualified for this. But a thing that's been bouncing around my brain, an idea, a theory that if we've all lived countless lives, in theory, if that were true, then surely at some point in time I've been a mother. Surely at some point in time I have, lifted a heavy object. Some point in time I have had to been really great at asking for money. Surely. So I read a caption on Instagram that was something along the lines of, I am everything, everything, all is contained within me. So at any time, I'm choosing which parts to bring forth the most. That's my paraphrasing. And so this idea that I'm not qualified for something, or that I'm not prepared for something, or that I don't have all I need to do something, it's silly. In the moment, it feels so real, though, and it feels so true and so defining. But, I mean, I like everything. I don't know, maybe this is me being harsh on me, but I was going to say everything about my appearance today speaks how I am feeling, like underqualified, very little effort put in, just enough to like not stand out with I'm doing the best I can look. But am I? Is that true? What's true for me? What do I need? That's a thought that I had and recorded, written down, and then photographed, so it's like an idea has been manifested and already evolved since its initial, I brought it from the non-physical into the physical by writing it down. Even all the steps along the way, bringing it into my awareness from wherever it existed before. And then from my awareness into thoughts, in sentences. And then from the thoughts to writing it down, to taking a picture of the written and taking it back to digital, which is closer to the non-physical, and then speaking it out loud. And the next level that I'm making my way towards, I suppose, is actually doing it, actually asking myself those questions, in the heat of the moment. Catching myself in the act. Oh my God, that feels so good. And actually being able to ask myself, is that true for me? If yes, why? If no, what is true for me? And once I know what's true for me, then what do I need in this moment? What do I need? To breathe, to stretch, I just had an idea. When people are mean, meditation. Write that down. For this series of children's meditations that I may be being commissioned to write. So anyway, 3 questions. What do I need? I need to care for myself in the way that I want others to care for me. I need to touch myself lovingly. I need to nourish my body and my mind and my spirit. I'm pretty good at the other 2. My body wants my attention. I need to pay attention to me. With a capital M. My brain feels jumbled, and maybe that's because I keep just letting all the things roll around inside of it. Maybe I just need to open my mouth and say them out to myself, so that they're not caught up in there when I'm trying to talk to someone else, but a version of me that I perceive to be outside of me, and therefore I am constantly trying to navigate, unconsciously trying, it's just how I've been programmed, and so I'm deprogramming and reprogramming, but there's old patterns still established. So in any given interaction, I am feeling what I am feeling. I am hearing what I am thinking and realizing where and what I'm feeling those thoughts are based, where they come from. I'm also perceiving that I'm feeling what the other person is feeling, like taking on their energy and their emotions, processing them, hearing their words, imagining their thoughts, and tracing it back to whatever feeling I think it all might be rooted in, and then processing what each of these states of being means for the 2 of us, because it's a 2-way interaction. So why is all of this little cocktail perfect for me, and why is all of this little cocktail perfect for the other person? And so that is a lot to be doing every single time I'm in contact with another human being. So I'm noticing that it is easier, that process becomes automated. That is part of my quantum computer, so to speak, It is like an ideal state of being for me, but also it is okay to just shut all of that off and just be. And let the understandings come as they may. Let go of what is out of my reach in any given moment. feel whatever I am feeling fully, let the other person feel whatever they are feeling, and allow both of us to just be. And experiment and play around and be different versions of me and learn from the ones that feel good and the ones that feel less good, you know. I have found myself cringing at myself a lot, you know. And that's not a new thing for me, but it's something that's happening less and less, so I notice it a lot more when I do. And it results in me holding myself back and not speaking my full truth and not telling the full story because I carry fear as if it means something. So there is this relationship with this human with all sorts of dynamics where in order to love him and myself, it has required distance be there. I feel connected, but it's painful. It hurts, and that's probably because we're not being true with each other, even if we're being honest. That's interesting because I just took a screenshot of a note that I'd made on my phone that said, I may not always be honest, but I do my best to be true. But I just realized that there are situations where I am being honest, but I'm not being true, and I hadn't thought about it in that way. Where I'm being honest, yeah, sure, I'm telling you things that are facts, as much as anything can be a fact. But I'm leaving out parts that are important, that hold context that I know is relevant, but I still withhold for whatever reason. A power move, maybe. Unintentional, but maybe unconsciously intentional. It's all just a lot, and that's okay. It's only a lot, though, because I like to pretend that it means something. You know, I know better than that. But it all feels so real. I'm figuring it out, you know. Girl, wash your face. Maybe that's what I'll go do. I'll take care of me. It's so simple. Kyla. I love you. And I like you, even when I think you look gross. So